WWE, for the first time ever, will be broadcasting live a premium live event from Berlin. As Bash in Berlin comes your way this coming Saturday. The Flex Zone Podcast, we're back again. The only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. The wrestling coverage how you want it when you need it. Make sure you super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, drop that bell. Make sure you go ahead and sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing this weekend at Bash in Berlin. What are your predictions for the show? What matches are you looking forward to most? And how do you see the match card playing out? We got 5 matches, and we're going to kick things off with the previews as we take a look at the strap match as CM Punk and Drew McIntyre do battle yet again. The best feud in all of professional wrestling this year, no matter the company that you like, companies that you don't like, companies you don't keep up with, has been the feud between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. We know it started at the Royal Rumble. Inadvertently, Drew McIntyre injured CM Punk. WWE, as good as they do with anything else, as good as they do as anybody else, they turned that into an angle, a story, a feud, made money off of it. We got the first match at SummerSlam. We can fast forward. We know how that match went with Seth Rollins as the special guest referee. A lot of people thought it was underwhelming. Me personally, I thought it was one of my best matches, the best matches on the card. The story, the emotion. Yes, it's over a 99-cent bracelet, but seeing the interactions and how Punk just went off the deep end and didn't even think about winning because he was so concerned with Seth freaking Rollins putting on the bracelet. He took it personally, as Punk does so much in his life and in his career. The callback to that, getting emotional, his emotions getting in the way, and ultimately costing him, as it's cost him employment, it's cost him opportunities, and it's cost him many years of his career that he can't get back. And it speared its ugly head yet again. We know this match is ultimately going to lead to this strap match, the third match in the feud. Now, I do think what these two men do on Saturday afternoon from Berlin, remember it's a 1 p.m. start, 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be intriguing to see, 12 p.m. Central, how they up the ante of this match. This is the traditional strap match where you have to touch all 4 corners of the ring to get the victory. You have to incapacitate your opponent to the point where you can consecutively touch all 4 ring posts. Or turnbuckles, excuse me. I think it's like the JBL Eddie Guerrero match back in the day. I haven't seen one of these in a while with the traditional rules. Usually it's a pinfall or submission. Obviously, WWE isn't going to do a dog collar match. Obviously, I think it's clear that Punk is going to win this match. They're headed towards Bad Blood. This will be your main event. Hell in a Cell, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, where I ultimately do think Punk wins that feud as well at Bad Blood. But what do you think? I think this feud has kind of cooled down a little bit, obviously, with the match we got at SummerSlam. The follow-up in the subsequent weeks was not ideal. 2 weeks ago, they kind of had a dud. But on Raw this week, they kind of made up for it. CM Punk was on live. He attacks Drew McIntyre. The feud needed that extra spark, that extra oomph, that extra little push into Berlin. This is one of the biggest matches on the card. One of the matches I'm looking forward to most. I think what they do here will be better than SummerSlam. I think it will be more brutal. It will be more emotionally driven. It will be more blood feud heat. And then after this, hopefully, we have an idea and a direction of why this feud is worthy of being settled in Hell in a Cell, and not asking why is this being in Hell in a Cell, and really do we need to continue this feud. I think the stipulation, as I mentioned, will help the match. I think the crowd will help the match. Not that the crowd in Cleveland was bad, but the overseas crowds, they up it another level or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. No doubt they'll do it in Berlin. They're going to pack out the Uber Arena, 15,000, 16,000 strong. And I think this will be probably a match that could potentially start the show. I think we got to give the hometown guy Gunther, and I'll get to his match later, the main event spot. But I wouldn't mind seeing Punk and Drew start the show hot with one of the biggest feuds in the industry, the biggest feud in the industry, in my opinion, the feud of the year, going at it and seeing how they do with the first match to kick off the show. And boom, we're off and running in Berlin. But what say you, Flex Zone family? How do you feel about this feud? How do you feel about Drew McIntyre and CM Punk and Drew McIntyre? Did you enjoy this SummerSlam match? Do you think this match will be better than their match at SummerSlam? I think it will be. I think it has nowhere to go but up. Like I said, I enjoyed the SummerSlam match. It wasn't the best match ever, but the story behind it was good. I think this match will be more brutal. We may even get some color. I would start the show with it. I think Punk wins. He touches all 4 turnbuckles pretty much consecutively and beats Drew McIntyre. In this feud, I think inevitably, if we want to up it, if we want to take it to the next level, let's get McIntyre going off the deep end, maybe showing up at Punk's home, maybe antagonizing AJ Lee, his wife, and maybe having her involved into this feud, upping it, culminating to the emotion, the feud being settled inside Hell in a Cell for match 3. But make sure you super kick that subscribe button, like a bomb that like button, backdrop that bell. Let me know in the comment section, sound off down below. What are your thoughts on the strap match? Who do you have winning? And what do you think about the feud? What do they need to do to up it as we head into Bad Blood? This will be your main event. CM Punk Drew McIntyre match 3 inside Hell in a Cell. But I'm going with Punk to get the win here. We'll see you Saturday, 1 p.m., 12 p.m. Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific for Bash at Berlin. Sound off in the comment section down below. And check out all the other previews on the channel on the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place giving you your sports and wrestling coverage how you want it, when you need it. We're going with CM Punk to get the win in the strap match over Drew McIntyre, because I'm pretty sure we will hear these sounds during the match. I'll see you guys in